the truth, I am way more ashamed of being Canadian than I will ever be of being a sex worker. I'm being a sex worker to survive. I broke ground in Canadian institutions. I've changed policies. I've studied their diplomas, their degrees, everything. And the combination of all that is what? I have to go into sex work. I couldn't do anything meaningful or useful to sustain myself. With all the education I got at Ryerson University, Mohawk College, McMaster University, United Nations University, Institute of Water, Environment, Health, I've been in their institutions studying now for 14 years almost. Almost 14 years I've been studying. I have no money to show for it whatsoever, but they have taken so much of my money. All for what? Bullshit. They haven't taught me anything important. Most of the education I acquired on my own. So I'll tell you something, I'm more embarrassed of being Canadian, because if these are our institutions, I transcended all of them like it was a joke. Do you see what I'm saying? And the fact that Canadians are so ignorant that they don't even see how mediocre their institutions are, that one woman could study the entire system and send it crashing down and prove that it's full of shit. I'm more embarrassed of being Canadian than I'll ever be a sex worker. I do not care if it goes public that I'm a sex worker. I'll tell you something though, for those of you who told me this is gonna be on the internet forever, know that it's also gonna be on the internet forever that Canadians are uncivilized primates who, when a woman was calling out for help, screaming and crying about the fact that she's being sexually abused, you did absolutely nothing about it because you're animals. Because you're literally animals. It's time for the world to know that Canadians are animals and that you are the nation that deceived all nations. It's time for you to know that you're nothing but beasts. This country is uncivilized. This population is uncivilized. The fact that I've gone to the police multiple times and I've got no help. Not a single lawyer is willing to take on my case. Why? Because they simply cannot believe that this is how gruesome it is, or they're scared.
I went to so many different universities, so educated, 14 years, and I'm broke. I can't get a job. And because of your system, your establishment, Canada, you have pushed me into sex work. My wife did post-secondary school. She got a job immediately. I have a friend that did, his name I'll keep it out. He went into radio broadcasting. Do you know how hard it is to get a job in radio broadcasting?
Right. Especially in Toronto.
He has a job in radio broadcasting in Toronto.
Yeah.
So
not a lot of spots.
Not a lot. So I'm just trying to understand her argument.
Young women watching this, young men watching this, learn how to take accountability for decisions that you make yourself. And please stop blaming the other people when you make a decision and it doesn't work out the way that you planned it in your mind. Because you know what? In this world, unfortunately, there's going to be a lot of things that go your way, yes, but there's going to be a lot of things that do not go your way. And majority of them are not going to go your way. For every success that you see on TV with all these people having on all these social medias, there's about 10 different failures in the background that they didn't show you about that happened before. Okay. So don't believe all of this stuff that just because you think something is going to happen a certain way, it is, especially the new generation. Y'all got to really stop that shit because the real world's going to slap you in the face very quickly. Okay. That's one. Second of all, everything she's talking about in her situation specifically has nothing to do with the country of Canada. She's got to explain to me why being Canadian has anything to do with education and the fact that her education didn't work out and why that couldn't have happened anywhere else in the world. My biggest question is 14 years in school. What the fuck did you study? What the hell did you go to? You went to a shit ton of schools. I'm hoping all of these schools that you went to, that the courses were connected. That's what I'm thinking. But 14 years of connected courses, god damn. Even if you're trying to be a doctor, you take less school than that. And I believe, as far as I know, that doctors take school for the longest, as far as I know.
This is what I'm saying. There's a lot of holes in what she's trying to project. Now, the last thing I'll speak to, because I don't want to neglect this, like I said, her TikTok page is essentially dedicated to tearing Ryerson down because of her sexual assault or her alleged sexual assault. Now, if that happened to you, baby girl, I am sorry that you had to go through that. I don't wish that on anyone, but that's not a reason to tear down an entire country. Because guess what? Sexual assault happens in America, happens in Africa, Hong Kong, North Korea. Everywhere is the point that I'm trying to make. And guess what? Sexual assault also happens at many different universities.
I just wanted to add that you don't have to go to university or college to get your sexual assault neglected. I just want to point that out. It's not something that only happens to college or university students. That unfortunately happens to a lot of women. So I understand all the points. I understand her sad. First of all, yes, let's not neglect the pain that she's probably feeling, all the things that she had to go through. Absolutely. I do not want to ignore any of those things. You know what I'm saying? You did not bring this upon yourself, you know? But with that being said, the places that you're looking to blame and the people that you're looking to blame are the wrong ones. You're focused on the wrong things. You know what I mean? There's a person that actually did this to you. I didn't hear you mention them one time. You didn't say anything about this person didn't get arrested or this person didn't get in trouble. You said this university, this college. Are you okay?
Leave it in the comments. Don't forget to like and subscribe. Keep it moving.
Yo, thanks for watching that video, making it all the way to the end. You made it this far, you have to like. Please subscribe and comment on the video as well. Join the conversation.
Absolutely. We finally hit our goal of 500 subscribers. Yes, we are trying to get to 1,000. And we can only do that with your help. You can start by watching that next video. You see that tiny little icon? Click on that icon, rinse and repeat. Deuces.
Deuce.